Kinda wish I had a, what is it? Kinda wish I had another laptop. That's it. That's all I want. Well, I do, technically, but that's not working. Alright, let's see. Minecraft streams. My beloved. Hello, Will. What's up? I have no clue where I am. That's great. Ah, I'm very far from my house. That's wonderful. Where is my sheet of paper? I have no clue. Why do I sound chirpy? That might be the birds? There are birds. My window's open. That might be the birds. The hell is my sheet of... Aw, damn it. Well, I'm gonna find that later. That's fine. Unless you're saying my voice sounds chirpy, which also is an option. It's in this direction. I'm gonna loot the village first. What's my frame rate at? Just turn it up slightly. I was meant to take it as an insult? Why? Does it sound any different than it usually sounds? Because I'm pretty sure I always sound like a toddler. Pretty sure my voice is always high-pitched and obnoxious. Like, that ain't news. I don't need that. Sure. So, Will, what's up? You have not been here in a while. How you been? How's the kids? How's the wife? What are you doing with your life? Oh, it's a saddle. I don't need a singular book, that's fine. Nothing in here. I know I'm not wrong with the toddler. I can hear my own voice, Will. Ain't surprising. You've been busy, kids good, wife good? Yeah, I saw. You look dramatic. That's coming from me. Playing a ton of different games? Wow, fancy. I've been doing literally nothing. Actually, no, that's untrue. I'm finally done high school. Oh my god. Just barely. I'm technically not graduated, but that's beside the point. The point is I'm done high school. Currently Terraria? Oh. No, I can see you, Will. Can you hear the the ice cream truck? Oh, don't tell me it's gonna stop right outside my house. Jesus. You only I do 4 years of high school, you toddler. You're the baby here. You must remember that. I'm not getting ice cream, excuse you. I'm literally in the middle of something. I think I got all the doors. Starting a door collection because I feel like it. I'm not getting— It's so loud. It did stop right outside. There's no children here. Jesus. That actually might be untrue. There's probably children somewhere around here, but like it's so loud. Nah, we're just gonna let it pass. I don't feel like getting— I don't want ice cream. Where's my boat? Can I get rid of my boat? Oh, there's my boat. I didn't. It's just over here. I'm literally 18. How old are you again? How old are you, sir? What? I actually want to see it. Ah. But it's Canada? What do you mean, but it's Canada? So what? It's— okay, someone has to be buying ice cream right now. It's not. It's just straight up not moving. That's— please move. Nope. Okay. If this keeps playing, I'm gonna close the window. Is it gone? It might be gone. I think it's gone. It's gone, thank God. I am in the middle of nowhere. I was exploring earlier. Why don't I was outside earlier today. I can just see through my window. I looked, it's not there. It ain't there. Yeah, I straight up don't know where I'm going. I just know it's this way. I might just straight up close the window. Cars are loud. We don't like cars here. What's on the agenda now then? After high school? Summer. Aha, we get to do summer. I go north. I am going north. Let's go to the buried treasure. Buried treasure. University. Ugh. But summer. We're doing summer. We're doing summer for a few months at least. Speaking of which, I don't remember what I have to do course selection. That might be soon. Or it's in July. I can't remember. But haha, we're gonna get educated. I'm technically not a high school graduate yet, even though I did all of my courses. Cause graduation hasn't happened yet. Graduation's in like a week. I think it's a week from tomorrow, exactly. So dumb. Where's my friends? What do you mean, where's my friends? Kusa? Oh, probably doing something else. Probably doing something else? I don't know. What's a lot? There's a lot of things that could be a lot. Sometimes I don't show up, and it's like, whatever, you know? Oh, come on. It's a fire truck. My street's not usually this loud. Or maybe it is and I just don't notice. Oh, that lot? Oh. I don't know. Probably doing something else? No, it isn't an English thing, I just can't see. We're getting, like, my, because I use my phone as, like, my stream manager thing, we're getting to the point. No, I do say, I don't say you lot, but I know it. But, like, my phone's at the point where, it's not the clearest. Like, I can still read it if I pay attention, but if I'm not paying attention, it's not good. My vision sucks. It's so dumb. God, I love water. It's so hot. Or, well, it was a lot hotter, earlier. It was like 28. Just casually 28. It's so warm. I hate it. It's terrible. Specsavers? What? I don't wear glasses. Well, I should, but I don't have them. I really should get my redo my prescription. Oops. Did I bring up the weather in casual conversation? Is that what this is? Is this the conversation, or is this my, I get to complain, okay? This is my stream. I make the rules here, sir. I hate iron tools. I miss my diamond tools. I'm upset. Oh, there you are. I don't have anywhere to put this stuff. I don't need the paper. I don't need the beets. Sure, we'll take the gold. We don't need that either. And I got emeralds. I don't need that, but I want it. So we're taking it. So I'm old now because I mentioned the weather. I do that a lot when it's summer. I hate the summer. I hate the heat. It's like my one, not my one thing, but like I don't like summer. So I complain a lot about it. Where do I live? Probably this way. You love the summer? Too bad. You suck. It's literally the worst. It's the worst season. Summer's bad. Summer sucks. It's just a stupid piece of paper, and now it's gone, and I don't know where I am. And I had it earlier. Where did I put it? You could... My desk is a mess right now, so that is my own fault. Is this the wrong... It is the wrong piece of paper. Ugh, that's dumb. Those are just useless awards I have. Because of course I have those. Because why would you put money into fixing the school when you could do stuff like that? Haha! My school sucks. My school is actually terrible. You brought up... You're old. It's not in here. Okay, how and why do I hide things from myself? I don't understand. And where? It was on my desk. You know what? We're gonna pretend I don't know, we're gonna pretend something. Yeah, I was going the wrong direction. I fully forgot what I was doing. Ah. Soyo. Soyo what? Yeah, we'll drop the torches. I'm not paying attention. So what? Usually much more interesting people are in my chat. Why am I a berry? I don't know. Why are you an e-boy? Also, technically, strawberries aren't berries, but, you know. You know. I don't look that weird. I think it's fun. More interesting than just looking like literally everyone else, because everyone has the same skin, same template. How do I keep that up? I feel like I had things to talk about, now I just straight up don't. Oh. I can be boring, this is my stream. I think it's just the Minecraft. I think it's just playing Minecraft. Oh, look, beehives. That's not useful for me to know right now. Woo! What did you clip? What happened? Are you good? I don't know what you could have clipped. Literally nothing happened, but okay. Will, man, you good? Did it sound like I swore or something? Yeah, that's how that sentence works. You in your happy place right now? I don't understand. What did you clip? You're weird. I don't know where I live. That's great. Love that. I feel like it's near here. I just gave you what? Did I? What did I say? Oh, isn't it sad that the biggest compliment to you ever is me saying something offhand that I literally can't even remember or recognize as a compliment? Sure. It wouldn't be that way. It'd be this way then? I think? I'm trying to remember the numbers and it's just not. There's nothing in my head. I can find out right now. I'm not going to. I'm not that interested. Yeah, I know where to find it, Will. Is that a village I've been to? If this is a village I've been to, I know where I am. Hello, Sally, my love. What's up? You're much cooler than whoever's in chat currently. He sucks. This is, I think. Again, I have no clue. If there are no doors in these houses, I'm good. You're not late, Sally. You're fine. By the way, 35 doors. And it's still not enough. Please tell me this is the village near my house. It is, thank God. You do suck. You're terrible. Door cult speedrun? Hey, 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 hey. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. I don't have a boat cult, okay? It's not a cult, Sally. You're part of the council, you should know this. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. I do feel like I'm lying. Oh yeah, that's fair. Okay, so here's the thing. The boat thing wasn't a cult thing. The eggs thing was a cult thing. That was a cult thing. Sort of. That was a council thing, which is kind of like a cult. Just a little bit. Oh no. Do I make a cult room? Is that what we're gonna do with the doors? We're gonna make a cult room? I can do that. Why can't I say that word properly? Cult. Cult room. Actually, it's not that bad. Just feels weird. Little bit, still it. Door room? Yes, door room. Well, it could. Here's the thing. We can go door room or we can go door floor, which I think is more fun. Because it puts me in a lot more pain. And I have no, sense of self-preservation, apparently? I don't know. Okay, I live somewhere around here. I don't know where. Oh, no, don't. Door floor? Okay, we'll do door floor. Where's my house? There's my house. Or, well, the, don't do this to me. The, hole in the ground I call my own. But no, don't worry, Will. I'm not making boats. Or not, yeah, I'm not making boats, but I'm not making doors. I'm stealing them. I only steal doors, it's fine. Do you know how to use chords? No. I was a saxophone. I play one note at a time and pretend. I mean, technically, yeah, I was in music. I should know how to do chords and stuff, but like, we're not chords people here. We're not chords. I can't for the life of me. Okay. Also, did some stuff while offline. Like, for example, I died like 4 times, I think. Let me check. Where's deaths? Number of deaths? 5 times. I died 5 times because I suck. No, it's, this is 1.17. Cat. Yes, farm. No. I think I died 4 times. It turns out I died 5 times. I was unsure. I don't know why this is cobblestone. I think it might have been dirt and I switched out for some reason. I don't know. I made the path here. I got an axolotl. Very cute. I got some cows. We did, I don't know if this was here before, but fish. And then a little bit of a farm. A little bit more of a farm because I have an aesthetic thing going on, so a little bit of a farm. Yes, axolotl. And yes, I'm stealing villager doors because... Well, I had to be obsessive about one thing. So now I have 64 and 2, so I have 66. I have so much stuff. I just so much stuff. I really do have to organize this. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Sure. And it's 8 o'clock, because it's always 8 o'clock. It's never not 8 o'clock. Yes. You can name the axolotl. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see who gets to name the axolotl. I have to organize this because it's terrible. I'm just getting rid of the cobblestone. I will have more because the digging demands it, but I can just get rid of all this cobblestone. I have so much. What else can I put away? I have bells. What did I brought? That's not what I wanted. Let's just put these here. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, I already had a saddle. I didn't need another saddle. Well, that makes me feel stupid. Wonderful. Just teen tea on me. Gravel, more dirt, because of course I have more dirt. I don't want to spend time going through my chests. It's boring. Looking through my chests is boring. I don't care. I'll do it later. I won't. I probably won't. That's a lie. If I don't do it now, I'm lying to myself. I don't want to do it now. It's boring. I hate doing chest organization. Ugh. Plus, I'll probably need another one, actually. Let's make... Please. Thank you. Let's make another chest. Where's... There you are. Not what I meant to do. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely won't get any more cobblestone. There's no way. I do need a lot of chests. Yeah, that's right. That's true. That's right. What should we make this new one? Because it's... We'll make this blocks. We're gonna make this blocks. Blocks because that's easy. Haha, that's it. I should make the top row cobblestone stuff, shouldn't I? At the very least. Put dirt down here. I'm probably gonna need more room. Whatever. my way for diamonds? Probably not. Unless you want me to. I was... What did I just grab? I was thinking of doing, more work underground because I need to establish a, I need to get a grinder up and running just because of how much time I will be spending underground, and I want to get gunpowder as fast as possible because I don't hate myself that much. So I will be doing that most likely. Yeah, no, I'll be doing that. That's the goal. That's the goal. Just get things done. Cause it's is what it is. Oh, look at that. Being terrible. Thank you. Not you. That one. Dominance against who? Myself? Literally just me, the only person who's on this world? Although Kuso might join. Just for like a day or something. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, it's just any of them. Survival. Woo. No, it's fine. We have the advantage of living near each other. Woo! I don't like how that chest is organized, but I don't care enough to do anything about it. So we're gonna pretend I'm fine with it. I can have imaginary friends? Thanks. I already have imaginary friends. I don't need more. Oh, I have copper. That's what I have. I don't think there's enough coal. Oh, there's enough coal. Let's melt some other stuff. I can make imaginary friends. Or is that too sad? Because I definitely could. I could do that. I could definitely do that. I could make just like a city. Well, I can make another city on another floor for imaginary friends. Oh yeah, I dug some stuff out. Because this is originally how I had it planned. I'm gonna like put walls and stuff here, and then the staircase will be in the center. So that'll be fun. That's gonna be a fun project. But first, I got some. I can make friends. That's true. Oh, look at that. It's me forgetting exactly what I've been doing. Because I was playing like, when was I playing? I was playing like last week, like early last week. Jesus. That's actually kind of a long time ago. I think it was just literally just because I've been doing, what have I been doing? I've been doing homework. I don't do homework. But, I've been doing reading. I've been reading aggressively is what I've been doing. I've been reading aggressively. Because I've been overtaken. I say early last week, but that's all just conjecture. Who knows? What was I reading? Who knows? Honestly? I don't know. I was reading something. I think it's, I'm spending like a lot of time. I've been slacking on talking to people in general, which is bad because if I slack on it, it'll just get worse and worse and worse, and I get really, really unresponsive. I've been doing things, I swear. No, I haven't. I really haven't. I started watching Smosh Pit. Yeah, Smosh Pit videos, and they're really funny, actually. They're actually pretty good. So, I've been doing that a lot. Have I been reading books? No? Yeah, I've been reading some, I think. It's... I either get to know time period and a vague idea of what I'm doing, or I get to know exactly what I'm doing. I can only pick one. Sally, you must know. I can only pick one. I've been doing a lot of thinking about writing. And then, like, recording voice memos because I'm over-explaining things in a weird way. Taking this for losers? Thanks. You what? To the Smosh Pit videos? Hey, sometimes you just need something dumb to watch. You know. That's what I spend my days doing. I think I've been spending my days just turning off my brain. If I actually use them. Okay, here's the thing. I record memos like I write into my notebook, which is, I write it down for this, or I record it / write it down for, come on, Jesus, for the sake of writing it down, because that helps me remember things and also helps me articulate better. I don't generally listen to my recordings over again because I hate listening to myself speak. Which is funny because I am a streamer. But, you know, it's useful. I did clarify. Why what? You gotta like be exact with what you're saying because the delay makes it hard for me to notice. Or know what you're talking about. Why does it, like, does just recording it down help me memorize? No, you're fine. Well, it's because it's, like, that's kind of the thing, with, like, writing notes and studying. That's how it works. It's the repetition of it helps your brain to remember it. Psychology. No, but like that's one of the it's one of the things that help you remember things, repetition. But another aspect of it is that you're processing it in a different way, especially when you write things down. Your brain is processing it in a different way than just like reading it or just thinking about it, so it helps you remember it more. Yeah. Sorry, nerd? Yes, I am a nerd. That is true. That is correct. I like knowing things, okay? It's fun. Can I remember what I said in those memos to tell you about it right now? Absolutely not. Do I have those memos recorded so I can listen to it if I want to? Yes, that's also true. Knowledge is cool. Yeah, knowledge is pog. I do have my notebook here. Let's see if I wrote anything down that I can read. It's fun. I got this notebook as a birthday present, and it's absolutely not my style, but it works for the world. The world building. It's baby pink, sparkly, and it has words on the front. Words on the front of a notebook is absolutely my no-go when it comes to notebooks, but like it works for this, and I think that's funny. Oh, actually, right. I wrote in a different book. That was related but slightly different. What's the other book say? Pink is a nice color, yeah. But like it's very not my vibe. The sparkles. It's like embedded sparkles, so it's fine. Oh, yeah, it was like the, integrated angst. That's what it was. That's integrated angst stuff. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna pretend that's not here. Oh no. I have to stop doing that. That's annoying. But yeah, it's part of the integrated angst that exists in all of my universes, because I'm a terrible person. To myself, specifically. Just me. I'm the only one who knows how terrible this is. That's actually untrue. I think one of my friends, I think I explained some of this stuff to one of my other friends. So he kind of knows how horrible my brain gets to at some points. Although maybe I think I told him about something slightly different. Oh, no. It's not what I wanted. I told him about something slightly different. It's still kind of sucky and angsty though. Woo. If you activate your brain. If you remember what I said, you can ask me questions about it. I just don't know how to talk about it. Asking questions is fine. I might just start talking about it as if I'm not gonna actually make this a whole thing, and then pretend you don't know anything and actually also make it a whole thing. Cause I like embrace evil behavior. Honestly, I'm considering it because I could make it much worse. I could make it much worse is the problem. Or because something I noticed about my writing is I think it's probably because I started this when I was like 14. Is that there's a certain level of like innocence, or not necessarily innocence, but like naivete in my world building and stuff. Even with my integrated angst, there's like a certain level of, oh, things are gonna be fine, you know? And to some extent, I do want to like make it like more mature in what am I saying? More mature, like it has a more mature story plot, like a more mature plot. That's what I said. Yeah, but on the other hand, there's something really, really nice about having just a story where you know what's gonna happen, and it's just like nice. It's just like a nice thing, even with the integrated angst. It's still just like nice. So like, I don't know. I do think, I don't know if you've said those exact words, but I do know that you have made that you have made that statement. You have implied that statement. Yeah, but is it really spoilers if whatever I tell you is more world building and less plot? There's obviously there's parts of the plot that I know for sure I can't tell you, but like a bunch of the world building stuff I might not even get to in the actual thing or in any of the various renditions of this. And it's just like, it's cool stuff that like I don't think anyone would ever notice or like anything would ever come up. I actually have to remember what it is. Yeah. Oh, well, with the way I kind of created the storylines. You kind of know you said that? Yeah, that's fair. Well, I can take back what I say. Again, my world, I can do it. But what is it? I feel like it'll come across very like a kid's cartoon, and not like because it's like immature or whatever, but kids cartoon in the fact that it's like, oh yeah, first season is really chill, it's like it's just fun and stuff, and we're established and everything, and second season just gets really bad, and then third season just goes off the rails kind of thing. It might just happen like that, where it just gets progressively less fun. I think Evil Bridge is fun. Yeah, that's fair. Evil Bridge cares a lot less about people. I don't know, it's difficult to be Evil Bridge in terms of like, I don't know what I'm saying. I just care a lot about these characters, okay? I'm a very character-driven person. So I get really attached to my characters. because you know what? I'd much rather make alternate realities. Well, quote unquote alternate realities, because with the way the whole universes, or the way the hallway works, alternate universes is just kind of a already a thing. It's like an asterisk, so that's fun. Makes me inevitable evil, yeah. I think Goggle Story is more like childish, and more so than the post-apocalyptic one. Yeah, you'd be right. It is like in a more childish vein, but like I think it just might be like how I write, or at least how I wrote the original things, because I do have like scenes and stuff, and like the characters kind of written out. The characters have developed quite a bit since I wrote those, actually. So obviously they're ever-evolving people, but at the time I was writing, well, I was writing for me, but like I was writing in a lot more of a for fun, childish way. Because that's kind of how I develop stories. I do it like I'm writing fanfiction of my own works, because it works, honestly. Because if I have to pretend that canon doesn't exist, even though whatever I write down, it could technically be considered canon, it's much easier for my brain to think. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore you. You're gonna sit in the corner. I'm gonna ignore you. Yeah. No, I know. It does have a lot more of a, because honestly, it does make a lot more sense, because, the Goggles Kid and Newbie story was like 12-year-old me, or at least that's when it started, because I've done God, these characters have gone through so many revisions already. But yeah, it's childish both in the way that, like, the story vibes, and also because I wrote it when I was a child. Or started when I was a child, a little childy. But by super attached to characters, I mean, when talking about, OCs and stuff, me and my friends, all do, or not all of us, but a few of us get, like, really into writing OCs and stuff, and like creating stories because it's fun. One of my friends has, or last time I checked, had like 40 plus characters in one universe, and then had like 20 other universes, and I have 7, and I have yet to expand that universe because I have really attached characters. Hello, Kuso! Hello, Kuso! Yeah, no, it doesn't stop. My love, hello. We're talking about writing stuff because it's fun. You're a fanfiction writer. No doubt I'm a fanfiction writer. Have you met me? Oh, it's so stupid. But I write for myself in the way, like, I do post it publicly. Like, I have a writing blog where I post some stuff that you could technically read if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna openly say what that is because I'm, like, embarrassed partially by it. Even though I, like, read it back and it's, like, it's actually not that bad. Like, a lot of it's actually pretty fun. And I quite like how I wrote a bunch of this stuff, and I think it works for what it is. I'm still, like, horribly embarrassed about it. But, I write it for myself because it's, like, I'm not trying to fulfill anything. There's, like, I obviously I know that no one has, like, expectations for what I write, but, I write to make myself happy, because that's the correct way to write. I write, so much of it is projecting, and I didn't notice until now how much of my characters were just me projecting. or not now, but like recently, I never noticed until more recently how much of my characters is just me projecting on people who don't exist. But I project like crazy. So it's like, happiness is important. You want to read it? Oh no. I have a Tumblr thing. You can figure it out. You might not be able to, actually. I might. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if you're allowed. Happiness is overrated? You know what, Sally? I'm gonna make myself happy because that's the only reason these characters have stuck around this long. I'm gonna be happy about it, and that's it. That's all I have to say on that. But yeah, it's like, I write, it's the self-indulgence of it all. I write to cater to my own needs and wants and like the things I like. That's true. That's true. That's true. Writing is just projection. Ooh. I don't even think I get into projection territory with anything I've written. It's literally all just projection territory in what I know is gonna happen in the stories. So, oh, I forgot there's a pit in there. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It is a different blog than what I've linked on my on my Twitch. It is a different one, but I have reblogged things from my writing blog onto that one. You can't judge me. You can't judge me. You can't, straight up, you can't judge me for what I write because it makes me happy, okay? And I've decided I'm just gonna, my happiness is more important than not being, I don't know. My happiness is important, okay? I like it. I'm enjoying myself. That's it. That's all I care. That's all I care about. I'm gonna enjoy myself, and that's it. I don't have a laptop right now that's complicated. Haha. Maybe that was my plan all along. No, but it's like, it's whatever. If you really do want to read it, I can, like, send you a link? Or, like, put a link in chat? I don't know. Because it's like, first of all, the Tumblr writing format is disgusting, so, or not writing, but like the text post format, I don't like it, although, I was doing OC-tober, and that's the only reason I have it all written down and stuff. You're traumatized? What are you traumatized from? But yeah, I was writing for OC-tober, so I wanted to post it as well, and that's the only reason it's on Tumblr. Yeah, don't look too hard in my Tumblr. It's obsessive is what it is. I used to be really bad. I've calmed down. I've given up on doing anything but what makes me happy, so it's so cringy. It's great. I love it. I'm so happy. Enjoying myself is what I'm doing. It's a lot of the linked one is a lot of GMSB, but it's also like the Tumblr that I'm bridge on. So actually my writing blog thing I'm also bridge on, but hey, you don't have to look at my okay, so it is an MCYT Tumblr, but technically it is just a gaming Tumblr, or a game people Tumblr, because I also write about Smollett. Because, or not, I have He's like my favorite streamer. He's great. I've not watched his content in a while, but he's still my favorite. You know? Shut up. First of all, the joke is, they're making it so hard not to see it. Which one of these is there? Yeah, okay. That's what I wanted. Again, can't judge me. Straight up, you're not allowed to. I say so. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Oh, come on. I didn't make myself an axe. You don't know. That's not a person. That's not a singular person. That is straight up not a single person. Yeah, that's fine. I know, I'm kidding. It's a ship. It's a ship. I am sweating very much. I am uncomfortable. Yeah. It's fun, you know. Whatever. But if you actually want to find my writing stuff, it's Good Vibes Mostly on Twitter. Or Twitter. I keep saying Twitter. Tumblr. It's Good Vibes Mostly on Tumblr. Is where I write things. I have not done writing in a while. Don't, please. It's not Twitter. It's not Twitter. I'm just confused is what I am. But yeah, it's, Good Vibes Mostly. Alive Burr fan art. Here's the thing. There are so many nicknames for him. Because it's Alive Burr, Revive Burr, Vilbur. And I think that's so fun. I think it's fun. Crazy little man. Well, he's very tall, but crazy little man. Blocks. I'm trying to think. What else do I have on? Well, I know what else I have on that blog. I know what else I have on that blog. Sighs and regret is what I'm doing. Sighs and regret. Wait, I told you what the blog was, though. But Sally, I told you what it was. It's Good Vibes Mostly. It's actually not that hard to find, I don't think. You need to download— oh no, right. I forgot it was like that. I can— if you want I don't want you to, like, download if you don't want Tumblr, because I don't— it's literally just like a few posts. Or, well, it's technically 30, I think, but like, it's not if you're literally just getting it for that. Why did I go there? I have to get out of here. If you're literally just getting it for that, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh no, child, it's not that. It's not worth it. Ah. Oh god. Okay, well, I mean, it's your choice, I guess. How far down is this? Ouch. Well, it's enough to almost kill me, so. Fair enough, Sally. I should have been doing both sides. Ah. Haha. Planning. I'm bad at that. Thing is, I'm very used to writing in general, like fiction writing, because that's what I'm doing, but like writing in the form of like a book. So I have to learn how to do podcast writing, and it's hard, man. I don't want to do research because I'm lazy. I really should do research on how narrative podcasts are done. Life is worth it. You know, but I have to do research on how narrative podcasts are done because it's I'm struggling so hard. Also plot. I have to figure out how to make a plot. I don't like that though because I hate figuring out a plot. I know that the reason I did it in the way I did it is so I don't actually have to think of plot properly. But like, still. Come here, let me hit you. Shoot, not what I meant! Oh god, I'm gonna die, haha! Nope, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna, We also have keep inventory on because I'm a coward. I'm a coward and a fool. Also, like, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth being upset about this. God, I hate trying to write a plot. It's so hard. I'm so bad at it. Okay, to be fair to me, I'm not that bad at creating a plot. Like, I can create plots. It's sticking to them and logically figuring them out so that I can write stories behind them. You know, because I can whip up a plot. That's like a thing I can do. I swear, it's a thing I can do. It's just so tiring. Have you heard of Welcome to Night Vale or Magnus Archives? Because those, I was listening to those at the time of, so the characters in the universe have existed for a long time, but in the beginning of, I think it was 11th grade? Not what I wanted. Just gonna destroy all of my torches. Shoot. But yeah, it was beginning of 11th grade, I started listening to Welcome to Night Vale and Magnus Archives. Yeah, Magnus Archives is a podcast. So they're both a narrative podcast. I took inspiration from both of them because I was like kind of obsessed. Well, I was kind of obsessed with Welcome to Night Vale. Magnus Archives kind of freaked me out. It's a horror podcast, so I should have expected that. But it very much is like very horror. It's really good. It's really good. I'm just a wimp. It's hello. Please die. Thank you. But yeah, it's pretty good, but I'm a wimp. And it's really interesting because they're written, the way they're written is they have to, when you're doing different mediums of storytelling and such, you do have to create it for that medium. So I do have to learn a different type of writing, and it's kind of hard. It's hard for me because I've never done writing like that before. So I do have to learn it. Because I can't just write like, even if because the idea was kind of like dialogue based. I'm fine. I did die, but it's okay. How tall is this? I have to figure that out. 24? Oh. Brain dumb. Oh, it's exactly 24. Alright. It's to be 23 and a half, I believe? Or is it 22 and a half? For one hit. Ooh, I can't remember that. We'll say 23 now, and then we'll try it. I was saying something, I don't remember. But, narrative, podcast, yada yada yada. Brain just goes fully blank. Oh! You know what I'm referring to? Yeah. I forgot what the thing was. It was just supposed to be a passive one, which meant this was fine. Ah. Damn it. Yeah. I have to figure out how I'm doing this because I just need like a passive spawner. I was gonna do 2, right? I was gonna do 2 of them. Oh, that's gonna take so long. Doing research is inevitable, that's true, yeah. Anyway, the thing is that I'm gonna take one of these actually. The thing is that I wanted to do a narrative podcast in like the style of Welcome to Night Vale, but with more that's a little closer to Magnus Archives, because I want to do like a horror thing. Not full horror, but like horror comedy, quote unquote comedy, like Welcome to Night Vale is. But like episodic stories, kind of like Magnus Archives. That was like the goal with it anyway. And it kind of works. Kind of works with what I'm doing. Kind of sucks though. Kind of bad. I'm kind of bad is what it is. I'm kind of bad at that, because here's the thing, I think it'd work. The problem is I don't know if I don't know if I could pull it off really, because in theory it'd work, but there's many logistics that I have to figure out how to do. Like, even if I do write the script, creating it's a whole nother thing. Because the script writing is easy, for me at least, but then there's like a bunch of sound editing. Yeah. And I could definitely read for it, or well, I could definitely voice it. The problem with that is I hate the sound of my own voice. I already have to listen to me speak every time I open my mouth. Yeah. That's like one of my, it's like one of my big projects. My first goal is to figure out how to write it. I've gotten to the stage where I'm actually like trying to figure out how to write the podcast in the way I want to do it. Because with how it ends up, I do have to explain things, and the difference with something that I'm doing and something like the Magnus Archives is that the Magnus Archives is the whole shtick of it is that the archivist John Simmons, I don't know why I feel like that's correct, but I feel like it's correct. He is recording a bunch of stories, or he works in the Magnus Archives, and he's recording a audio record of a bunch of stories that had been, or testimonies, more correctly, of like things that have been reported to the archives, because people report like supernatural stuff that they encounter to the archive, and so that's kind of how the format is, and it makes sense. So you can tell stories from like this first person perspective, And they have a bit more description because they're like written stories in the world of the Magnus Archives, so it works as a podcast because of that. And Welcome to Night Vale works as a podcast because it's in the form of a radio show, like a radio news show. I'm trying to remember the name of the main character. I know his name is Cecil, but or Cecil, but the actual voice actor's name is also Cecil, or Cecil, and one of them is Baldwin and one of them is Palmer, and I can't remember which one's the real person and which one's the character. But yeah, it's done in the format of a radio show, so it works like that because, you know, it's supposed to be audio and stuff. So I have to figure out, because I have a character it would work with. I have established that. I just have to figure out how to actually format the story, or how I'll have my character explain stuff that's going on. Their name is Mal. I should just use their name. But yeah, I have to figure out like how I want them to explain stuff and talk about things. Because there's a very particular, in my head, there's a very particular way that they speak. It's just that it's also, it's hard, is what I'm saying. It's like a hard thing to do because, I gotta have it sound good, but also descriptive enough that it's like an actual story and there's like a plot and storyline you can follow, or well, not necessarily a plot and storyline, because I'm thinking of doing it like episodic, like Welcome to Night Vale kind of thing, like distant episodic, but then like some things will carry over, like Magnus Archives, because I have a whole plan. God, it's stupid complicated is what this is. You can endure your voice. I can technically, but I don't like my voice. I could have someone else voice it. The problem is I wouldn't want to get someone to voice it if I can't pay them and I don't currently have money. Yes, I do the post-apocalyptic one, the Team Eagle Eyes stuff, because that's so the whole premise is that first of all, I'm really bad at naming things. I think I've established this previously, but I'm very bad at naming things, so a lot of the names here are either work in progress, or they're just gonna be the dumb names that I still have. But the whole premise is that Mal finds, quote-unquote, a box, which is, like, or while they're, on a scouting mission in the, like, waste/ruins, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and, what happens is this box is, like, magical, quote-unquote, magical stuff, because I say so, that is related to some other stuff that is actually spoilers if I bring it up now, but, yeah, it's, like, it's magic, and it says, tell me a story, or something to that effect. And Mal, who has a very particular personality, is just like, oh yeah, this suspicious thing that comes from the wastes that I know are like kind of evil and not the best, is asking me to tell it a story. Sure, I'll do that, because they're just kind of like that. That's just kind of their personality. They're fun. They're fun like that. They see it, they pick it up, and they decide, sure, I'll tell you a story. And they keep it with them during their entire scouting thing, and like continuing to carry it around with them while they do their regular scouting things. And the story they tell it is basically just explaining their everyday life, like the things they encounter, what them and their friends do, explaining mysterious things as if they're normal because that's just the life they live. Like, I have a clear view of like what I want it to be about. It's just hard to establish. I could do it as reports to the base. That's kind of like in the vein of what I was thinking, because another one of the things is that like they're already recording. Oh, it's Dark Oak. That I don't want to get rid of that. That they have to record like what's happening, or they record basically everything because the researchers are always interested in what's going on in the world. So they're recording that, and like it could be with the box can be part of it, like they're recording it an audio log, but also writing it down because they'd also be doing that, because you never know what gets corrupted while you're outside. But I think my main issue is like I want to have it. I want to have part of it be like in real time to what's happening, because I think that just makes sense with how I'm having it set up. But also that doesn't really make sense if I want to create like a story. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I do know how I can get around that. I can do both. Yeah, I could do both. Again, I also have to figure out like how it's gonna work, and then also sound design. It's cool. It's so much. It's very fun to listen to. I personally, it pains me in my soul. It's complicated, yeah. But I think I will do like the reports to the base as like the main way of getting information across. The fun thing is, I am. There's other people in this scouting party, right? And I would love to have them be voiced. The problem is, I am one person, and I can do very few voices. So I guess I could just have Mal be like, oh yeah, and then whoever said this, and it's like this happened, whatever. The problem is, the other problem is the kind of reason that Mal is doing the audio stuff anyway, or at least the reason they're giving to it, is because they have okay, so more world building things just to explain a point. One of the things that comes out of them living in a post-apocalyptic kind of futuristic ish world is the fact that they get modifications. Yeah, they get certain modifications that help to enhance their physical bodies so that they're more equipped to be out in the wastes. And the one that Mal has, as their only one for reasons blah 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 blah, is one that affects their voice and their voice box and all that stuff for a multitude of reasons. And like, it does a bunch of cool stuff that I technically know, but it's like very vague, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But that's kind of like their thing. Like talking and stuff, that's kind of like their thing. So that's kind of why that was created. Or not. Yeah, like that's kind of why that they're doing that stuff. I just thought of a reason why it could be that they're the only one that could be heard. Never mind. They cyborgs? Okay. So, yeah, I guess you could technically consider them cyborgs, but they wouldn't consider themselves cyborgs. You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of how they are. They just have these modifications, and it's just like their normal life. David does not. Mr. woke up randomly in the middle of a place he should not be able to live by himself. He gets no modifications because he's a newbie. He's a new boy. But Lynn, Mal, and Tess all have fun fun little modification stuff going down. Lynn and Tess are much more heavily modified than Mal is, but that's for reasons. It's for specific reasons. And like, I mean like heavily modified. There, because there's two types of modifications. Okay, this is like one of the world building things I like spent some time on, and I think it's fun. But there's two types of modifications. There's enhancement and utility. Enhancement. Do they know what cyborgs are? I would actually. I don't think they know the term cyborgs. Yeah. It kind of is like that. It is a little bit like that. Unintentionally though, because I wrote this before I knew what cyberpunk was. And just ideas at the same time, you know. But yeah, there's utility and there's enhancement. Enhancement is like your natural abilities or just things that are already present in the human body and just making it so that it's better in some way, shape, or form. Or, yeah, it's just it's better in some way, shape, or form. Oh, I forgot. Like, for example, they have enhancements to their legs because, like, to allow them to walk for longer or jump higher or something like that. Or they have enhancements to their modifications, enhancements, whatever, to their eyes so that they can see better, or to their ears so they can hear better, or whatever like that. And then there's utility, which is adding something completely new to the body, for the sake of utility, obviously. So, like, for example, Tess, her entire hand, I think it's her left hand? I think it was her left hand, I can't quite remember, is, not the entirety, but most of the left hand is, modified. And, for example, in her thumb, there is a lighter. Like, there's just a lighter hidden in there that she can bring out at any time if she needs it. Like, things like that. You could. That is a thing you could do. The thing is, the enhancements are controlled by the researchers. Okay, so the joke is that the researchers are always interested, to the point where it doesn't matter, they're just always interested. So now that you bring it up, they've most definitely done that to someone. God damn it. They have technically done that to someone just to see if they could do it. All right, but it was a one-time thing. It was possibly a one-time thing. The fun thing with the researchers is that, like, because of how the researchers themselves are like a single entity, and in that way they're also like a single character, but they're written in a way where, like, they will do anything you can think of just because. And that's kind of how it's like for the sake of knowledge and understanding, and they don't really care how much knowledge or like what kind of knowledge or understanding, they just want to know. Which is kind of why scouts have to go out, not just for safety, but for also just learning things. Like, that wasn't something that was on my mind. The one-time thing. The researchers definitely did that. Here's the thing. Yeah, there's a bunch of... Okay, so... No, it's fine. The thing about enhancements, or modifications, is... Okay, well, wait, let me explain this properly. So, Capital, which is the settlement that Team Eagle Eyes is part of, so Lynn, Tess, and Mal, the one, it's the settlement that they're from. It's only one encampment slash settlement out of what is potentially like thousands. I don't actually know how many because I don't care to think of an actual number, but like there's a lot of people who are still alive in this, and they make encampments or settlements, or they make like wandering bands of survivors. I know there was a name for it, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, so you'll either get encampments, or you'll get your wandering surviving people. There are benefits to both because of the way the universe exists. But when we're talking about enhancements, the main benefit of having a proper settlement instead of a nomadic group, that's what it was, instead of a nomadic group, is that you have a lot more stability and you can build like permanent technology that'll help with enhancements. The thing with nomadic groups is that they also do their own forms of modification, except because they are nomadic, it's a lot more herky-jerky and like not as polished, I guess you could say. Yeah, I'd say it's not as polished as the settlement stuff. Not to say that the settlement stuff is at all actually polished in any way, shape, or form, but they get very experimental. The nomadic groups, not to say that the settlements don't get experimental, because that's like the whole thing. They're extremely experimental. It's just that there's less of a chance in the nomadic groups. There's more of a chance for failure is what it is. So they get very it's kind of like an all-in situation. So it's like, if they're doing this, you might as well go all in. So they do like a lot at once. It's like because it's better. The idea of the penis enhancements. Not as polished or more Berg-like because they need it, because they move around a lot. Yeah, it's not as polished because they can't set up like labs or whatever to do proper testing. They do, however, part of the thing with nomadic groups is that they do get around, like they travel, obviously, and a lot of the times they'll travel to like different like settlements, encampments, so they do get to trade information and stuff. So they have do have some of the polish from those places, but they also, it's like a mixed bag, because they take from a bunch of different encampments and settlements, so it's not necessarily all it doesn't necessarily all work together, but they kind of like shove it together to make it work. So yeah, you get a lot more interesting experimental stuff from nomadic tribes, because they have like access to a lot more information just in general, or well, yeah, they have access to more information, not necessarily more but not necessarily the technology or the stability to establish it. But yeah, nomads are kind of a mess. But here's the thing. One of the traits in the world is that there are, or one of the things about the world is that it's kind of not stable. In the sense that, like, nothing necessarily is permanent. The most permanent thing really is things that people have themselves made, and even then it's like a 50-50 if it's gonna stay, because like land changes, the well, the weather changes and can destroy things, but also like just stuff shifts around, you know. Plants are a whole nother mess. There's also a bunch of, other than environmental dangers, there's also just a bunch of straight up like monster type things. There are so there's quite a bit of like this is kind of where the horror element comes in, like with my invention of these monster thingies. There's some things that you might actually consider monsters, and then there's just like some fun things for me to play with. Like there are what are essentially just robots. There are robots, and androids and stuff that exist, and oh yeah, no, that's the whole thing. It's there's also like a whole governmental breakdown that happened. I'll explain this after I explain the monsters thing, but with the creation of when it comes to experimenting on creating new technologies and stuff, you get a few duds, and by that I mean you get AI and robots that are fully functioning as their own entities and don't care about humankind or want to actively kill people, but like the internet's down so they can't spread through that. Mostly actually the robots are like very neutral. They straight up don't care about humans though, but they've escaped and now live on their own just outside because they can. And then you have like because when you have humans who get integrated with robotic parts and you have it done well, you're also gonna have the leftovers of when it didn't go well, because there's a time when it didn't go well, and through that, they're not necessary. I don't think they're people, but there are. I have created this idea of these fleshy, robotic monster things that are always in pain, and it's just a really horrible existence for them, because they can both feel but also not necessarily die unless they get destroyed by an outside source, because they're effectively immortal. Because they're not like actual living creatures, they're more so robot bits melded with the flesh bits, so it's just a whole horror show because scientists are crazy. God, I love this universe so much. I miss talking about it, just absolutely so stupid. So you have those, and then you have those which come from human stuff, and then you have like some stuff that may or may not come from human things. It's weird. It's very strange. Like, there's the flesh blob, which I don't actually know if that's its name. Oh no, I think it's like the mound of flesh. Let me see if I can find it. I have it written down because of course I have it written down. But it's this. Where is it? Where is it? I know where you are. Where are you? I wrote you down. Blob of flesh. It's called the blob of flesh. The thing about the blob of flesh is, who knows where it came from? Was it another science experiment gone wrong? Maybe. Is it the universe trying to get back at people for existing? Also, that is also a possibility. But it is this roaming blob of flesh. There might be several of them. I haven't decided at this point. But it is a roaming blob of flesh that seeks out other fleshy beings and absorbs them into itself. It's really weird. It's really weird. It's a really weird concept, but I was having fun with it. Anyway, yeah, that's fun. Detroit becomes like it's permanent in life itself. That's true, even in this world. That's true, but like when you think of permanence, you usually or like when you think of the world and like how do I explain this? Usually, while not permanent, a lot of things are stable, or would be what you consider stable. Like, you expect mountains to stay in the same place. You don't expect, you expect certain types of weather, and things like that. But, like, in this universe, all you can do is track it and hope for the best, because it will change on you just because it feels like it, kind of thing. Yeah, no, that's kind of how it is. It's the poor flesh creatures that are also robotic are, oh, they're they're constantly in pain and angry at humankind because that they know where they come from. They can also not properly communicate, so they can only yell in pain or like scream or make screeching noises. And they want all humans dead for what they have to deal with, which is very fun. One of my favorite predators, however, is, or well, no, actually, one of the only actual predators, because I don't know if you could consider the I don't know if they have names, but like the hybrid robot flesh creature things, I don't think you could consider them predators, considering no, I just call them cybernetic fleshy creatures. Sure, whatever. Yeah, but I don't think you consider those actually prey, because they don't necessarily hunt humans down, but if they come across a human, they will try to kill them. Sentient world that wants to kill the inhabitants here is as soon as Jane point, who knows? That's yeah, you know. And okay, here's the thing. The world doesn't necessarily want to kill people. It's just that that's kind of what happens when things get really weird sometimes. You just kind of, it's just kind of a little bit, it's just a little bit of an oops, you know? It's a little bit of an ouchie thing. What was I saying? I got very distracted. What was I saying? Not about, oh yeah, predators. The only real predators that I created that are actual predators are trees, and it's so much fun. Why am I going so far here? But the thing is that trees, because of this, that, and the other thing, trees became predators in this world. And like, they didn't necessarily grow anything else, so they don't have like mouths or anything. But what they do is they can move across the ground, kind of like, if you've ever seen an octopus above ground, they kind of move like that with their roots and all that, and they'll hunt down anything that's alive and will basically do their best to bury that thing in the ground until it's dead, and then they stay there and suck up all the nutrients from that thing that dies, and a lot of it just happens to be humans, okay? They're massive predators. It's great. I love them. What number is this? 40 or 96? 96. There are variations of it too. Like, not all of them are the hunt down and kill kind of thing. There are some very, very large trees that don't actually move at all. They stay in the same place and become kind of an ecosystem in their own right. And because of that, 803. Okay, so 803. Yeah, they become. What am I saying? They become ecosystems in their own right, which means that they don't need to move to be fed. Basically, things live and die in their branches and around their roots, so that they're just good. They're just good, you know. They're fine. Yeah. I do love this world for world building. It's absolutely ridiculous. Vegan had the revenge of the trees. A little bit. Carnivore trees, yeah. Cybermen? I have watched Doctor Who, like the revamped stuff, but I stopped watching it. I actually don't remember what the Cybermen are. No, I know what the Cybermen are. I don't remember what they did. I guess it's a little like the Cybermen, yeah. Ooh, that's much farther than I wanted. Yeah, that's much farther. Oops. It's fine. I can make it, I can do something with that. It's fine. Why did I do that? But yeah, I really like the trees idea because I feel like I've never seen that idea before and I just think it's fun. But yeah, it's my anime stuff. Out yourself as a nerd. Do it. Do it. It's fun. Yeah, you did. But yeah, back to, because I was also going to, after I explained the, because you know there's like the environmental hazards and there's the creatures that also live in this world, and then there's like other human tribes which are the worst, is what it is. Usually nomadic tribes, but sometimes there's settlements that are just terrible. Okay, so this is supposed to collect water if you put it underneath, but it's not doing it. Sally, I don't know about Doctor Who that much. It's just, what was I doing? It's just, I was just writing some stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I'm sad. It's not working. Yeah, but, yeah, I was imagining that they weren't human-shaped, though. They were more just kind of weird thing. They're just like, do you know, the Maze Runner? Because if you know the Maze Runner, then what I was originally imagining were things like Grievers, because that's just fun. Let's do some farming. But yeah, I was imagining something like a Griever. And then I'll finish the farm. Yeah, the movies, if you've seen their design for the Grievers, that's kind of how the weird cybernetic flesh things are kind of formed. Obviously there's more variety to it and different sizes, but like that kind of flesh and robotics kind of idea. I don't think this is getting any water. Oops. Yeah, it's not. Just slightly off. I can move that over. I can move it over twice, I think. We'll see. Yeah. I said I was gonna explain government stuff, didn't I? Because there's like a whole bunch of stuff, because I kind of wanted to try to create a world that was like realistic in some aspects, because I thought that was, because it's a fun thing to do in your free time, try to figure out politics and economics in a world that doesn't exist. Woo. When I know nothing about that stuff in real life. Why do I do this to myself? Like, specifically, what's wrong with me? Put it here. I was trying to figure out how to do this, without making it dumb, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, okay, yeah. The basic, Yeah, I know politics are a must for world building. I just kind of hate politics in general. It's fine though. I can get by. It's fine. Um, so the idea kind of is that obviously the world started as a modern kind of world like our own. And then what happened is that like the corruption of the universe happened because yada 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 whatever. So the supernatural magical elements that happen, like the ground shifting around, like the trees becoming whatever the hell you want to call them, that was already underway, but it was pushed along by humanity basically destroying itself, right? Because there were governments already, or there were governments and such that that put more stake into like progress or scientific progress and stuff like that than like caring about the world that they lived in and the people who lived in the world that they lived in. So they like pushed a lot of scientific research, which is kind of like where the researchers kind of fervor comes from. And so that's kind of where the apathetic robots and the horrible science things, cybernetic flesh creatures come from, as well as like modifications modifications come from. So through like pollution, governmental corruption, stuff like that, the world kind of fell apart, politically, economically, and governments kept ignoring the problem because not only was there the problem of like humans' parasitic behavior in the world, there's also the problem of literally reality collapsing in on itself kind of thing. And governments kept like ignoring the problem and insisting that there was no problem and focusing on like military advancements and stuff like that instead of having their scientists focus on ways to like protect the earth and like help people or just governing their countries properly. And so people started to get fed up with that, and it kind of just evolved into anarchy after that point, because people wanted to live, right? And what their governments were killing them essentially, and so they kind of disbanded from listening to their governments, and it was a lot of people, so they were able to do that. And by a lot of people, I mean like most of the countries. A lot of people still died, but that's the only reason settlements still exist and all that, because like people decided to take the initiative and create their own stuff, or their own not necessarily governments, but groups, and in order to save people and whatever. And anyone who went with governments died. Not anyone. People, like, obviously there's gonna be those people who were saved simply because of the love that other people had for them. I think it was one of their... Yeah, very stupid. Oh, hi, Kitty! Hi, Polly! I fully missed this. I'm so sorry. I was... we're doing a world-building ramble. I apologize. I'm explaining things because Sally was I was explaining things to Sally. I'm sorry. I missed you. I missed you guys joining. You know how tall I am, Polly. I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3". Shut up. I'm 5'3". The world was destined to fail, basically. Thing is, here's the thing. The world wasn't necessarily destined to fail. I don't think that was necessarily an inevitability, but with the refusal to care, or basically the lack of empathy that these large governmental powers had, because they had like because they thought they had the power. They had like money and like land and control over people. The lack of empathy they had became the downfall of everything. In centimeters, 160. Lore dumping, yeah. I'm 160. I think. Yeah, it should be 160. God, I have so many notes that have nothing to do with what I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I have like 2 pages that are dedicated to literally just the vibes of this universe, and one of them is what is it? The reason the world is like this is because society fell apart and those who refused to stand together stood alone. It was by the grace of those who loved them that many survived. So that's kind of the vibe that we're going with. Do you understand how much I love this universe? Like, literally, like, I love this universe so much. Anyway. Yeah, it's 160. Yeah, thank you. God, I love lore dumping. I fully forgot what I was doing. I was farming. You are the one who said I was 3 centimeters shorter than you, Polly. What else have I written? I'm trying to remember. I write like in weird like sections. Some of it's very broad world building that's like essential to what I'm talking about, and some of it's like very, very narrow scape. Yeah, you kind of understand? Yeah, thank you. But you know, it's fun. I also did want to... Because if you've read, like, or know the story of, what is it, Lord of the Flies? The whole... Well, okay, so that was more specifically about, like, British, or like upper middle class British or young British boys, because that's kind of what it was written about, and how vicious they are because they're terrible apparently. But I did want to explore the idea of if the world came to anarchy, how do I think society would progress? And immediately what came to mind was they would form groups, they would form settlements and cities, and they would... It's kind of my thing with anarchy, because it would never be able to stick, because people need order, and they need to have like a sense of community and stuff like that. And you can't really have that with full-out anarchy. So even though it like devolved into anarchy, like the original world devolved into anarchy, it would eventually come into being this or it eventually formed quote-unquote governments and all that stuff. You do not read your... Well, if you know the story of it, it talks about how these children, like, I think they're like 9, like they're like 9 to 12 years old, and it's talking about how they're like vicious and killers. It's great. I've also not read it because pretentious fiction is pretentious fiction, but I do know this story. Where am I? 164. Nope, that's a screenshot. I can't know things. Well, okay, anarchy in the non-governmental sense is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't actually know the word for it, but just like, is it 164, I think? But like general anarchy is what I'm talking about, because, anarchy in the modern sense is what I'm talking about, because when you think of anarchy, or well, when many people think of anarchy and when they talk about anarchy, they mean just straight up chaos, no governments, and stuff like that. But like anarchy in the governmental sense, I'm pretty sure it basically stands for like no governments, because no centralized power, it is obviously part of it, but like it's also not for I want to say standardized governments, but that's not correct. It's not for like established governments. It's I think it's like similar to communism in that sense. I don't know. Again, I'm rusty on my political my political knowledge. Just a little bit. I'm just a little rusty on that. What low is this? What? There it is. Yeah. The necessity of laws and having someone to enforce them is essentially giving power to them. Giving power to... Yeah. Yeah, so it's like... When people talk about anarchy, they generally mean no government, no one in a seat of power kind of thing. And that's just not practical in any sense. Like, as fun as that is, as fun as the idea is, and like, sure, it'd be kind of cool, I guess. That's not practical, that's not gonna work. There's like proof of it happening, or there's like lots of proof of it if you've ever seen any kind of revolution. Anarchy can't last because people need order. People, in order for there to be a proper like social or society, in order for it to function, you do need some kind of order. Just in general, so people will form governments, or maybe not what you consider a government, but people form hierarchies of power and stuff like that. Politics is complicated, but when you create a world with different politics to real life, you kind of have to think of this stuff. And it sucks, and I regret it every single day of my life. But, yeah, it's fun. It's fun, though. I quite enjoy it. I say I quite enjoy it, and I lie. Not what I wanted. Oh no. Nope. That's wrong. Forgot about that. Haha, I'm on fire. What? Oh, right. I do need one more sign. Just get on this side. Maybe on this side. I don't know. I have to figure that out. I enjoy it overall. Here's the thing. I like learning about stuff in general. It's just some things are complicated. And also, like, mildly depressing. Politics is upsetting, man. It's just never happy. It's never a good thing. It's never, nothing good happens. But, there's just this general sort of chaos in existence, simply because of how everything works. But, not really exponentially. Oh, duh. I fully forgot about how this works. I'm gonna put a block here. I'm dumb. No. I know a little about a lot of stuff is what I know, and I have this fun feature, where I can extrapolate ideas with like a lot of confidence too, Whether or not it's true doesn't matter. I can just say with a lot of confidence and it just happens to sound like I'm being correct. Or I'm saying things correctly. It's a fun trait to have. It's not very, it's not good if you're dumb. Or you just, I'm overconfident is what I am. It's funny though. I need 4? Can't do that. Yes, okay. That's correct. God complex? Yeah, no. I don't think you're mean nerd in a bad way. God complex? You can't I understand that's a joke, but the funny thing, that's like a funny thing considering many things actually concerning this world that would kind of be spoilers. But like that is just true. I do kind of, here's the thing, I am kind of a god in this world. Like that just is kind of the true thing. It's like, this is my world and I kind of am the god of it. It sounds so pretentious, but it's true. I am technically the god of this universe, in more ways than one. It's really stupid. Oh, thank God. Nice. I do say the spoiler thing. Okay, so here's the thing about god complexes and being a writer. It's hard to say that you have a god complex while you're a writer, because is it really a god complex? Is it really a god complex? Because when you're talking about this universe you've created, yeah, it's kind of a god complex. Yeah, I do say the spoiler thing, I know, but I guess it wouldn't even be a spoiler. I get to choose what the spoilers are, okay? That's my decision to make. It's kind of a god complex, just like a little bit. Just like the tiniest bit. Like, it's true, I am the god of this universe, anything I say goes, but like, just like the smallest bit. I think that's just kind of a creation thing, or like a creator thing. Because you're obviously you're creating something, and so you do kind of become the god of whatever it is you're creating, because you're the only one who will make it, or you're the one who's making it, and you're the only one who can make it in a very specific way. So it's fun. It's an interesting thing. Oh no. Ah, I forgot. Shoot. Damn it. Yeah. I get what you mean. I think that's true for a lot of writers, that it's like, it's not, the story, it's not that you're creating the story, it's like the story is just coming out through you. I personally don't have that experience. Yeah, no, that's it. I personally don't have that type of experience when writing. I think it's super cool. Oh, can you die, please? That's unfair. I'm just saying, yeah, I don't personally have that experience when it comes to writing. Because it's just like it's always a struggle. But I think, I don't know what I was saying. I got really distracted there for like a hot minute. Oh well. Doesn't really matter too much. I feel like I feel the effect of creating something kind of thing. Like, I don't feel like I'm channeling anything. It's not like coming out through me. It's like I'm I don't know. I don't know how to phrase it, but like I get what you mean. It's just I don't experience it like that. Now, how do I get out of here? I've made a terrible decision. That's not what I wanted. Please let me pick it up. I'm gonna have to figure this out on the outside. Hello, Lara. Welcome to the stream. We are talking world building, because it's fun. Yeah. We're just talking about a universe. Sure, we'll say it's no. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of all the torches. I'm dumb. We're talking about a universe I created. I'm just so tired of my choices is what I'm tired of. What got destroyed? Very little got destroyed. Nice. Thank you. But yeah. What am I saying? What else? What else can I talk about? What else can I just ramble about? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. I have technically DM'd. I hate DMing. It's not. Okay. Oh, so they do survive. I really should light this up, but I'm almost finished, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna do what I want. Please let me up. Writing for D&D is different. I like having, to borrow a phrase, my ducks in a row. I like being able to have my ducks in a row. I like the idea of doing D&D stuff. I do not like doing D&D stuff because I am so particular about how things have to go, so I'm a terrible DM. Although okay. I think something I could most definitely DM would be a battle royale. I want to do one so badly. I want to do like a proper battle royale so badly. I have to set that up with my friends. I think part of it is that I was DMing for my family, and that's just never a fun thing because of several reasons. Ah, shoot. What level is that on? It's like 24 down, I think. From 24 plus 2, I think. Yeah, 24 plus 2. But yeah, I was DMing. I was DMing for my immediate family. So my mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister. I've done DMing for my friends, and that's just much more fun because A, they know how to play. B, it's my friends. So I'm not like angry about it. Because DMing for my family kind of sucks because there many reasons. I could probably just do this one. Actually, I'll just do one. I want to make ladders. So a battle royale is basically, it's very little story DMing. It would be or whoever, the players create whatever characters they want, and then you throw them into arena and you make them fight each other. It's such a fun thing. Obviously, as DM, there are things you do have to do, but like creating a universe that's to kill my friends, where they're trying to kill each other is just like such a fun thing, and I want to do that so very badly. That's what. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what I want. Trying to figure out how many I'll need. I'll need 24. Yeah, I'll need 24. Oh well. Yeah, basically, it's like Coliseum fighting. It's so fun. It's 21. I did kind of do that with my last one shot I did with my friends, sort of, because, or not really, but I did get one of the players to fight against all the other players, which was fun. But yeah. It's basically like the least DMing I can do, the better. Oh, I haven't been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need, shoot, 5. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do that. Then again, I want to do as little DMing as possible, so I might just start with the battle royale. But it's just a fun thing. It's just a fun thing in general. For the pickaxe, yes, thank you. Like, I'd love to do. I have a lot of ideas for DMing and like universe creating, but like I hate dealing with people. I don't like, which is like not a good thing if you want to be a DM. I just don't want to deal with how other people play the game, you know? I just want things to go the way I want them to go. I'm so like, I'm not a good fit for being a DM. I love playing though. Playing is a lot of fun. Although I play a lot of tabletop or TTRPGs, not just D&D. Although D&D is my favorite, but that might also just be bias. What is it? 19. Oh, okay, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh geez, you can keep your you have a group of friends that can stay engaged for more than 3 hours at a time? Because we play, or we would play like 7-hour games, except it's not really a 7-hour game if we're not actually playing for 7 hours, and in fact we're just playing for like 4 hours or 3 hours, and the rest of that time is us just not paying attention. I'm gonna be one short. This is gonna be really stupid. I hate everything. I can't even get up. Oh, you bastard. Dumb. Dumb is what this is. Dumb and stupid. Not my vibe. Oh, hello. If you're saying something in chat, I'm not seeing it. 1 second. Group of friends is a strong word. Count the filler would be like 10 hours. Yeah, That's home games for you. They get so long. Yeah, when we played for long hours, we could never be present for, like, we couldn't stay present is our problem. We're a bunch of distracted children who are always on our phones. But it was fun. I miss it. I do miss it. We had to stop because of the pandemic and all that, but yeah. Yeah. I feel that. Let's just close off this area. The mob noises will always be terrible, but that's fine. I have to go back and do that and fix that. You know what? I have 3. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so the thing with our games is we originally played in person every single Friday for, like, 2 years. Essentially. And then we did, when the pandemic hit, we tried to do online stuff. And we kind of did it, okay? So we did it a little bit. But it was so hard because it's kind of hard enough to keep all of our tensions, in general. So when you factor in that we also don't see each other, or we can't actually see each other and all that, it gets really bad. Because we cannot, for the life of us, and it's not as fun, especially because at the time, or at least it wasn't as fun for me, because at the time my Discord, I didn't have a good computer, so I had to do it on my phone, and I do not have a good phone either, so it was just a mess, is what it was for me, and so that sucked. But we tried to do that, and then school came around and got, like, harder, so we couldn't do it because of that, and then we just kind of stopped doing it, for a while, and, you know, it's hard. Plus, you gotta have someone who's willing to DM, and we were doing what? So we have 2 usual DMs. One currently wasn't running his sessions, and then the other, whose sessions we were doing, we stopped doing his because he stopped being able to prepare for sessions. So that's also another reason. But yeah, it's like, it's hard. No! Frick. Yeah, it's not the same. It sucks. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks a lot. We did our best. Thanks. With the vaccine and stuff, we're getting a lot more. Please go into the hole. With the vaccine and stuff coming out, we're doing stuff now. I'm gonna die. Oh, thank God. Are these all baby zombies? That's not fair. Come on. That's so stupid. Okay, well, this is working how I wanted it to work. Woo. It's a mob grinder. So now I can, while I'm, doing stuff, it'll drop mobs down there, so that I can hit them with my sword or my axe, and then what it'll also do is that some of them will get into here. I remember being able to see. Unfortunate. That works, because I want to be able to see. I don't think the passive grinder is gonna do as much, at least as much as my SMP one does, because this mob, because it's more on this side. It's more on this side, so the active spawner is going to be what works more of the time. That's basically all I wanted to accomplish today. I really feel like doing anything else, because I've been playing for nearly 2.5 hours. Let's start on the staircase, actually. We'll start on the staircase for a little bit. How big do I want the staircase to be? I kind of want it to be even, so let's see. It's 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so it's gonna be, what is that, 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. I like squares. Or maybe I should make it a circle. No, I'm not gonna bother with that. That's too much. This is not a square. I can't count, apparently. I'll replace that with stone later, but... I just realized if I make this a staircase, it's gonna take forever to go down. I'll have it be too wide. Go forward? Sure. And I can also build up. Rectangle? Yeah, I can't count, apparently. I don't know how deep I want this to go before I make it into, a new floor, but we'll just do a little bit here. 'Cause I guess, yeah, that works for the shape I want. You have no more words? Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of playing block games, so I think I'm gonna light this up actually so I don't spawn anything. I think that's where I'm gonna end it. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I did what I planned to do, and I talked a lot of things for no reason. Am I gonna do this tomorrow? I might do SMP stuff tomorrow, because I can do that. Or I might try to finish Little Monsters tomorrow. Or Little Nightmares. I can't remember words. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it. Thank you guys, everyone who's here, if you guys are here, for coming. And thank you for staying. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Sally, for listening to me ramble about, Team Eagleye's universe storyline stuff. Even though it probably didn't make sense. Or some of it didn't make sense. Yeah. Alright. Thank you for coming. Good night. Sleep well. Yes? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Turn off the music. Can I tell you the thing again? Oh, so I was doing OC-tober, so it's just a bunch of different like kind of one-shot things. The blog is Good Vibes Mostly. I think it's Good Vibes Mostly, and instead of spaces, it's dashes. I believe that's what it is. I can't quite remember. So, like, let me put it in chat. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, yeah, you can check it out if you want. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end. Good night.